Hello and welcome to Atomic Facepalm. Today on Heart Attack we review the Steelseries Arctis 7 gaming headset. Wireless gaming headset. So today we're going to review this headset, and if you're new here we do in-depth game reviews and hardware reviews, so consider subscribing. So I'm going to include all the timestamps below. I'll try to give you a quick thoughts about it, and then we'll dive in a little bit deeper into some of the features, take a look up close, zoom in a little and see what's going on, and at the end kind of give you my overall impressions. But first of all, for a wireless headset, these are about $150. I got them for like $149 off Amazon. They come in black and white. And for some reason I ordered black, even though my entire computer case is white, my gaming chair is white, and yeah, I don't know why. I'm an idiot. They cost the same price. So I want to just kind of go through a couple of things on comfort, sound, and ease of use. So I think some of the key features or the things that drew me to this headset is I'm a headset person. Like, I like wearing headphones more than, just listening to my game speakers. And so for me, the number one thing is comfort. And so this kind of has this, what they call a ski goggle strap here, headband strap. So instead of your head ever resting on any sort of, cushioned area, it's going to be on this strap, kind of distributing the weight a little more evenly. And I thought, well, hell, I'll try that. And for me, I think that's the number one thing that I like about them. All of Steelseries headphones have the same speaker drivers, so you're kind of getting the same quality speaker driver as their $300 pair of headphones for $150. The sound quality is amazing to me. I thought it was great. So they're comfortable, they sound great, and then ease of use. If you are using a PlayStation, a Mac, or a PC, then I think I definitely recommend them. They worked, at least for me, I tried them on the PS4 and PC, and both places they work flawlessly. It comes with a little wireless transmitter, which you plug into a USB thing on the front of your PS4 or into your PC, and then this kind of thing will be flashing. They'll have a little light that'll flash when it's not connected. You turn on the power on the headphones, they turn white, and it was connected. That was the end and the beginning of the setup that I needed to go through to get these to work. They just did. They are wireless for PC, Mac, and PlayStation. They do not work wirelessly for Xbox. And if you wanted to use them for an Xbox, it does come with a little, actually if you want to use them for anything else at all, it comes with a little 3.5 millimeter jack plug-in adapter, so you can use it on your smartphone, you can use it, on your Switch, whatever you want to use that for. So just a quick overview of them. I think the comfort is there, the build quality is there, and honestly the sound is great. There are a lot of headsets within this $100, $150 price range. Chris actually reviewed the Logitech, I don't know, Spectrum 7 somethings. I'll link that down below and it should pop up here so you can see that review. To me, these are really cool looking headphones. They got the RGB lighting coolness so you can match everything, but I don't find the ear cups, while they're big and square and they kind of fit on most of your ears, they're not as squishy as these ones were. So that was another thing that I was looking for. I think it takes some getting used to. When you first put them on, they don't feel like, let's try this way. When you first put them on, they don't feel like they stretch all the way down, and that kind of took me a minute to get used to it, but once I was used to it, these are more comfortable for me wearing them for a few hours. They work wirelessly for what they say is up to 24 hours. I'd say you're more like 15 to 18 hours, but I didn't time it. It usually felt like I got a day or two out of it, and then I'd plug it in at night a couple times. It has a pretty good indicator on the power button, whether it's getting low or not. It'll kind of blink at you yellow, and I just charged it. I never let it get red. The sound was amazing. I used it connected to my PC, for my PlayStation. I watched TV. I listened to music. It all sounded really great. For surround sound, these have DTS Headphone X surround 7.1 surround sound, which is pretty common for most headphones within this price range. I believe the Logitechs that Chris reviewed earlier have the exact same thing. So it's good quality sound. They have a little mic that pulls in and out. I'd say this is one of the things that I wasn't so crazy about, is because it comes out and it's kind of formed up in this way, and it took me a bit to kind of wrangle it where I wanted to, and it keeps wanting to return to its original state. So it takes a little bit to wrangle it, but once it works, it's decent. They claim that this is Clearcast microphone and it's the best microphone, exclusive bi-directional design and yada yada. I'm not a huge microphone user. I'm not using a lot of voice chat, so I can't say that, nor am I in a really crowded place where I felt like this got pushed. Audio quality sounded great to me, but I'm not in the middle of a cafe trying to do it, and I definitely have heard mixed reviews from people on this microphone. So I can't say that this is the best. I can't say that it lives up to what they're claiming, but it is a good microphone. So about the wireless audio, it is lag-free 2.4 gigahertz wireless audio that is rated for up to 40 feet, and I'd say they're actually pretty spot on with that. As a test, I hooked it up to my PlayStation just right before this, and walked all around the house while listening to a TV show. It's kind of cool, actually, because normally you walk out of the room and you miss the sound, and so I just walked into the bathroom, around the back of the house, everywhere it worked. I didn't get out a tape measure and measure exactly 40 feet, but for a small size home, it worked perfectly fine and kept me connected at all times. So a couple other things about the sound, and I'm going to kind of zoom you in a little bit for this so you can see the different dials. On the back of the headset, there are two different knobs. One of them is the Chatmix knob, which controls how much of the game audio versus how much of your chat audio you're hearing, and the other side is a regular volume knob. I'd have to say that the first couple of times that I wore these headphones, I actually got them mixed up, and I ended up turning down the Chatmix knob versus this, but then I discovered that the Chatmix knob has a little click point that lets you know that you're at 50-50 audio, 50 of the game audio, 50% of your audio chat. So that, as soon as I figured that out, plus you kind of start to get used to moving to the which side, plus you start to get used to holding on to what. So once I figured that out, that I had that little click point, it was very easy to tell. Plus you kind of just get used to, after wearing a few times, of which side is your volume knob. It also has a mute button right here, right above the volume knob, that is kind of a click in, click out. So as soon as you're muted, you can kind of just run your finger over it and you'll feel that it's sticking up. It's kind of like a little pen click in, click out. So that way it's really easy to tell what's going on and whether you've muted your chat or not. It also has the power button, which is flashing right now to let me know that I am not connected to anything, and you'll notice the color of it will tell you green for 100% to 50%, and then yellow to, halfway, and then red will tell you that you need to charge. It also has a port where you can plug in to convert them to regular headphones, and it has an audio share jack, so if you wanted to share your audio with somebody else, they can just plug in there. And then this is how you charge it. Here is where the mic comes out, and just pull it out and slide it back in. It does slide in and out really easily. Otherwise, these are pretty minimalist headphones, and I think that's one of the things I like about them. A lot of headphones now have all kinds of crap all over the place, and it looks pretty, but at the same time, there's something to be said about something that's minimal. I also, if you wanted to change out the headband, you can. The thing to keep in mind about the Chatmix dial is that it is only good for PC and Mac. This does not work with your PlayStation 4. When you do get your PlayStation 4 connected up, you can go into the settings on the PlayStation and choose, the same thing that you can choose with any headphones because it's a PlayStation setting, but you can choose whether you want the audio to come through here or both the audio and the games, or all of it to come through, but you're not going to be able to choose, like, I want, what levels of game sound versus chat sound to come through. The other thing that it comes with is on the wireless transmitter, there's a line in and a line out. The line out you can run to your regular PC speakers so that as soon as you power on your wireless headset, it's going to cut the sound to the speakers and you can just listen on the headphones, which I think is a really cool feature. Most of the time I am listening on my headphones, but every once in a while you want to play a video with somebody else in the room, and not having to go to settings really helps. So just turning on or off the headphones changes where your sound's coming from. As I said before, it does come with the little adapter cable so that you can listen to these headphones with anything. And I actually have to say that I think the style of these headphones are such that I would maybe walk around and use these. I don't feel like the microphone sticks out that much. It'd be pretty nice if you could kind of fully pop it in, and then I totally would wear these for regular music listening, like walking around kind of thing. But you can also use headphones for your Switch or your whatever. So is anything that takes a 3.5 millimeter jack, which is not an Apple phone. You'll need a dongle because Apple. But anything else that can plug in with that, then you're all set to go. So let's talk a little bit about the materials of the headphones, because I always feel like that's a really important part, especially if you're going to be handling it a lot. I feel like they use really quality materials. These feel solid to me. They don't feel flimsy, you know, flipping them around, holding them. I've actually been obsessively holding them this entire video, and I think that's because they do feel good. They feel, and a lot of that maybe has to do with this steel alloy band that's there. It's sturdy, but not too heavy either. I mean, honestly, they're pretty similar. Actually, I'd say these are heavier. These are a little lighter. They're made of like a plasticky material, and I think they actually could have saved a lot of weight by using a different material for this top, I think, because that's what it feels like it, but at the same time it feels solid. Anyways, tangent aside. And then the ear cups themselves are made with this kind of sporty material. I think they actually call it, yeah, it's air weave fabric, you know, they call them. So it's kind of sweat resistant and soft and cushiony. And then this is honestly ski goggle material. They really nailed it. It's the same thing that's on your ski goggles. So yes, I definitely recommend this headset. I think the comfort is there. That for me is the #1 deciding factor. I think everybody's going to want to kind of pinpoint, you know, what do you want from a wireless headset and decide, you know, the pros and cons. For me, the pros was the comfort and the sound, and the ease of setup, honestly. It worked so flawlessly, both with the PlayStation and with my PC. I was very impressed. And I'd say the cons definitely were the mic. I don't think this is the best quality mic. I know that they're claiming it is. It was adequate, it was good, it wasn't blowing me out of the water, and just reading enough other people's comments and reviews where they had some issues with it, plus the way that it just doesn't like stay where I want it to, would be something that is a con. I mean, it sounds good. I don't want to say that it sounds bad, but I'm trying to find issue with it. And the other issue I would say is that this band, there isn't a lot of adjustments on this. So what you see is what you get. And if you get them in the mail and you're like, these don't fit me, send them back right away, because there's not much else you can do. You can move this band a tiny bit, but that's about it. And I think the other con is if you have an Xbox, hopefully I've explained that well enough at the beginning of the video, but if you're at this point and you have an Xbox and that's what you're planning to hook this up to, it is not a wireless headset. Go get another pair of headphones. This is not the headset for your Xbox. And I don't have an Xbox, so I'm not sure. That might be a whole nother field of just like there's Xbox only wireless headsets, but this is not the one. So there's definitely a lot of headsets in this range, but I've seen other reviews and my review, and after having a lot of hands-on experience with this Logitech, especially holding them now just for this video, the build quality to me is outstanding in these, whereas this feels a little bit flimsy, yet somehow bulky at the same time. Like you can, hopefully my mic can pick that up. Can you hear it squeaking? They're like, because it's all plastic on plastic. Whereas this feels really solid. They feel really good. So I would definitely recommend these as my $150 pick for that range. And yeah. So thanks for tuning in. Like I said before, we do game reviews and hardware reviews, so consider subscribing. And also you can find us on Twitter, and love to hear from you. Leave a comment below. Thanks for watching. Good luck and have fun. I hate everything. Yeah, I'm gonna have a YouTube channel. I mean, no problem. I love talking out loud and stuff. And yeah.